Hi, I'm Bart Hanson, the owner and operator of CrushLivePoker.com. The following hand comes from our call-in show that we record at 4:45 p.m. Pacific Time every Monday. If you want to call in your hand, check out the phone number in the description. But anyways, 1-3-100 to 500.
Yeah, and I'm 330 effective, and real quick, I'm in the big blind, middle position calls, and the button who's a loose Asian older gentleman. Not, I wouldn't say crazy, but loose, playing a lot of hands, like loose aggressive.
Yeah.
He raises to 15.
Okay.
I look down at King 10. I had been playing kind of tight because, the game was real loose. The Asian had 2,000 in front of him, and the other guy had 1,000 in front of him.
Okay.
So it was a big game for me.
Uh-huh.
So I look down and I seen King 10.
King 10 offsuit?
King 10 offsuit, yeah.
Okay.
And I decided to call, and middle position called too. It was the King of Hearts.
And by the way, I mean, I don't think that's better than 8-9 offsuit.
Okay.
I assume that probably 5x there is sort of small, but I guess you could make a case where you might fold here with King 10 off, but it's probably can't be that big of a mistake. Offsuit Broadway's here, sort of. But yeah, you're not completing the action. But anyways, all right, so you call.
So I call, and I call with the King of Clubs and the 10 of Hearts.
All right, did the limper call too?
The limper called too, and he had about 1,000, but
okay.
But I was covered.
Okay.
So the flop comes 10, 4, 5, all spades.
Oh, another monotone board. So you don't have a spade, right?
Yeah, I don't have a spade.
10, 4, 5, spade. Okay. Yep.
But I felt like the Asian was he was being so loose and showing out so many hands. I felt like I had top pair that maybe I could take it down now and bet 25.
Okay,
and,
so you let out for 25?
Yeah, I let out for 25.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I think your hand's probably not strong enough to play this way. I got to be honest with you. I mean, if you, for example, had the pre-flop raising lead, like say you had ISO'd the guy, right, and somebody in the block, put yourself in that button spot, you could bet here when check to. But to sort of lead out here into two people, I would tend to play this a little bit more cautiously. It sounds to me like you're trying to make an equity sort of protection bet, but
that's exactly what
you don't really need to do that in this spot. I feel like the pot's 45, and you're also betting like 25, so I wouldn't do that too much. But all right, so you bet 25.
You're right. They both called.
Okay, call.
So,
okay.
So the pot's 120.
Okay.
And the next card is the King of Hearts.
All right. So now you have top two, right?
Yeah, I have top two.
Yep.
And I decide to lead out again to 50.
Okay.
And the middle position he folds, and the Asian thinks for a second and raises to 150.
Okay, so before the button guy makes it 150 here, you sort of accidentally fell into kind of the best hand, but as played, I would certainly bet now on the turn. Starting with 330 and the pot was 50. You said 120. I might go a little bit larger. I might bet like 75 or something like that.
Okay.
So when you bet 50 and he makes it 150, if you were to call, you only have like 120 left, something like that.
Yeah. Something like I'm looking at it. Yeah, like something small.
So if you make the call, the pot's going to be 300 on the turn, 375 from the flop. The pot's going to be about 400, and I think the spot's going to be about 400, and I think you have like 120 left. So whatever you want to do, you should shove or fold here. You can't really call because the pot's going to be 400, and you're going to have like 100 left. So, I mean, again, at this level, it's going to be a little bit player dependent because, does a guy like raise the turn to 150 with like ace queen or ace jack with the ace of spades here? When he makes it 150, is that always indicative that he has a flush? Is he ever like raising for showdown type of situation? It's probably pretty close, but I would from what I've seen, now this is an ultra low. That's a good thing that you make that. What's your name?
Mike.
Mike, this is not the ultra low stakes because you brought that up in the beginning where I feel like people are going to be a tad more competent. Like yeah, they're going to be a tad more competent at this level than the 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see like the lower you go, just getting it in here. But I guess I could just see a fold as crazy and as exploitable as it sounds here. Yeah. It's razor. Mm-hmm. It's all in or fold, and I might lean towards a fold here, as crazy as it sounds.
Yeah. It turned out that the King of Hearts on the turn was a kind of like like a blinding card. I want to say like a bad card for me because I bet out 50 thinking that like you said, like it was a smallish bet, like you could easily raise it, thinking that I was like good, but he raised the 150 and I did think about it, but like you said, I'm not at this level. Like you said, like I did what you said. It's either I'm gonna raise or fold because I'm not gonna call 100 and have 120 back.
No, you can't. You got. Well, you can look at this like whenever you're in a spot where you say have like less than 1/3 a pot size bet left. So I would say the threshold here would be like if you're at like 140 after you call. If you've got a stack of say like less than 140, then it's raise all in or fold. So yes, it is definitely all in or fold. And I sort of want to lean towards fold. Some people in the chat are saying that this is a little bit messy pre-flop with these stacks, which even though I said it's probably pretty close, but you sort of did get yourself into this spot. It's probably a fold pre. I just get a sense.
He's been playing so loose.
Yeah, I mean, I just get
aggressive. Not crazy though.
I just get a sense that you're probably not good here. It's probably not that big of a mistake to get it in, but it sounds to me like maybe you did, and you're calling this one in, and he flopped the flush.
Yeah, I got it in. He flopped the flush, 9-7 of spades.
Yeah, so hero button to 150. Hero gets it in versus 9 of spades, 7 of spades. Yeah. And sometimes these guys, kind of give the perception that they're a little bit like loose aggressive, and you're like, well, I've got, king 10 and it could be good, but I would say that pre-flop is probably, pre-flop's a fold. It's not as bad as 8-9 offsuit like the last caller, but it's definitely not a lead on the flop, though.
You're right.
I don't think.
Because you're right about one thing. He was playing loose aggressive, but not crazy, not like too out of line, but raising a lot. So I felt like I was either all in or fold, and, of course, I could go all in, the wrong decision, so.
Yeah, that's all good. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Hey guys, if you like what you've seen here, please click on the subscribe button and you'll get notified every time we put up a new video. And if you want to check out crushlivepoker.com for the first month free, use the code YTA100. Click on the link right there.